So I uh, don't really have a script for this video, and I understand if it's maybe not the most interesting thing to watch, or if the click-off rate is going to be real high, real quick. I hope I at least have something interesting or meaningful for you to appreciate here. If you don't know where I am right now, I suppose I should introduce it. I am living in Kyoto this year, and this was the first weekend where the memorial you see behind me has been open. This memorial opened exactly, well, I'm here 2 days after the 5-year anniversary of the arson attack at Kyoto Animation in the summer of 2019. And this monument just recently opened here south of Kyoto in Uji, the town where Kyoto Animation is based. You can see a lot of the landmarks of Uji and the Ujigawa behind me, which you may remember as the bridge Kumiko runs over in the first season of Hibike Euphonium. I'm wearing my Kumiko shirt today, in memory. And if you are not a longtime viewer of the channel, I will almost insist that you go watch the video I am most proud of on the channel. And that would be my eulogy video for everyone who passed away at Kyoto Animation in the arson attack, who had worked on my favorite anime film, The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. All that out of the way, you know what, I want to start something somewhere different, I think, for this video. And I didn't have anything planned. I didn't have an idea of what I wanted to say until my friend Snowman was having a discussion about the consumption of art. I've given panels about this topic at anime conventions. They're up on my channel if you're interested. But Snowman presented me with some idea that I had never really considered before. And, to my immense shame, having thought about it for so much, for so often, for so many hours, the idea that Snowman presented to me was the idea that not everyone finds self-actualization or betters themselves via media and via media consumption. The idea that, being that I have always seen media as a way to challenge yourself. I talk about this in my Wonder Egg Priority video, just like, why would you want media that simply entertains? Why would you not want media that does something more, right? Strikes you on a more primal level and gives you something difficult to think about, challenges you to discover more about yourself as a person and about your humanity overall. And I think that Snowman simply saying, oh, well, people can get that from things outside of media. That's such a simple and straightforward answer, and it's something that I'd never considered. And I think the reason why is because it seems self-evident to me that you would use media and art, right, as the easiest and most straightforward way to challenge yourself and better yourself. But I think that rolling that idea around in my mind that, that's not the only way, and that normal people maybe don't consume media in that way, it gave me a lot to think about. And I don't know that I've come to any direct conclusion or anything. I think, too, that the works of... There's a train station right by here. Hope that doesn't come through. I don't think it will. I'm using the lapel mic. The works of Kyoto Animation are the most obvious place for me that I would go to talk about when somebody wants to approach media in that way. I think, though, they are very easily consumable on a surface level. They are enjoyable. They are fun. Of course. And I think the success that they have had in the greater anime landscape is evidence of that. But I think for me, Kyoto Animation's works have always been entirely about expressing life in a way that is true, in a way that strikes me as honest towards the human condition. I think there's something self-evident about the humanity that Kyoto Animation manages to capture, whether that's in anything from Violet Evergarden to Munto. Shoutouts to Yata and our podcast, which you can also find on my channel and his channel, talking about some selected works of Kyoto Animation. So I guess I should say something in memorandum. In memorandum? What is that word? I don't know that word. In as a memorial to Kyoani. But this statue is not about that. You can see that it's something called connecting people together across time and distance. That's kind of the theme behind the monument. And I think that's a better way of looking at it rather than some type of, sad and reverent memorial. I mean, I did that video, right? There is a eulogy video. There's plenty of people that have offered their condolences and everything. And I think with time, not that things heal, but you move on in some way and you have something new to say. Not that you forget, but there's more out there. There's more positive than focusing on the negative. I think that's how I'm going forward, thinking about something like the arson attack. Man, still, I guess it doesn't hurt any less, break down and cry a lot of times in that eulogy video, and I still feel that even now. Thinking of all the people who passed away. And yeah, if all that results in is, I don't know, some really extra animation on the second season of Dragon Maid and one sculpture in a park in Uji, and it's like, man, what was the impact, right? What was the result of such a tragedy, or the silver lining that came out of the fire? But I think that's kind of the wrong way to think about someone passing away, or 33 people passing away. Instead, I think it's better to think about the positive effects that the works of Kyoto Animation have had, certainly on me. You can go check my breakdown of the disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya for evidence of that, or the other videos I've made on things like Hibike Euphonium, or Clanad, or Free, anything really. And yeah, I suppose that I would say I'm glad there's something like Kyoto Animation in the world. I really am. And perhaps I don't know. Even being here in 36-degree heat, seeing just one or two people walk by and read the inscription on the memorial, seeing the little stand inside the museum here, the Hibike cast, I don't know. You get it. You get an idea of the people that have been influenced by the works of Kyoto Animation. And I, for one, look forward to that continuing in the future. I don't know that I said anything profound. I don't know that it was worth your time to listen to me, but here it is. Here's my video 5 years after the arson attacks at the memorial for the victims here in Uji, here in Kyoto, here in Japan, here on Earth. Should be about 10 minutes, right? Oh.